big week for me anyway, with the classic rock AOR story on Motley Crue coming out here in the UK. I've never had to write a 5,000 word story before. Pretty hard to make it flow, but seemed to come up pretty well in the magazine. And probably the newsworthy thing out of it, or definitely the newsworthy thing out of it, was Mick Mars saying that his bandmates don't realise they're 50-year-old men. They think they're 16, and that they need to grow up if the band is to get the respect it deserves in the rock community. So what I'm going to be doing, I've been thinking of doing this since I did the interviews, and it was quite a while ago now, is I'll be, in the weeks ahead, playing outtakes from the interviews with the members of Motley Crue. We're going to start with that offending quote from Mick Mars.
That's a hard question to answer for me personally. I think there's potential for us to be able to do that if we make the right decisions. And so far, I haven't seen the right decisions made. We could be the Stones. We could be Aerosmith. We could be U2. We could be. But if the decisions aren't made correctly by us four, no.
What areas of those decisions need to be made?
Growing up. I don't know. There's a few things that I think, with Mick Jagger. Let's say let's use him for a whipping post, okay? He'll go up and he's real strict with his band. It's like Ronnie a drink, or this guy will, or whatever. You won't drink before this and this and this and this, and it's like they're professional when they're on the stage, and when they're on the this. It's like very like they seem really focused and stuff. It's like there's some. I think because my band was so young when they made it, they still think that they're that young when they're not. They don't understand that they're 50-year-old men. They still think they're 16. So that's what I think.
So what are the consequences of that? Are the consequences of not having the longevity that you could otherwise have? Is that what you think? I'm not saying that we won't have the longevity. I'm saying more of like the what would you call it? Well, you already said maturity, didn't you?
I gotta think of the right word. It's like if you, when people like, I hate stumbling around looking for a word that I know is on the tip of my tongue and I can't get it out. If you see an actor, actress, whatever, a Johnny Depp, for an instance, you see him on the screen only, right? That's where you see him. That's like with and it seems like not real. It's like untouchable. It's like, here's this thing. The Stones have that. Aerosmith has that. U2 has that.
An aura, kind of.
Yes. That thing, that charisma, that shit, that wow, But I feel like there's a few flaws yet that need to be fixed. A couple childish things, I should say.
Are you confident of that happening?
Huh?
Are you confident of that happening?
If that didn't happen, it's just part of Motley what they do, but I wish that sometimes they wouldn't. But I think that it would put us more into a respectable kind of a royalty. Like the Stones are. And Paul McCartney. And those kinds of things. That level. That I feel this band could really reach. If there was a few things that were handled differently or changed or did this, still being us, still being rebellion, still being, crazy over the top, over the whatever the heck. But you can be that way, like Iggy Pop. There's a good example. Iggy Pop's still over the top and crazy and nuts and cuts himself up with glass and does all this shit and that and the other. But people are just like going, he's like this like entity that you just go like, whoa. When you see the guy, you just go, wow.